So this film story begins with a dense jungle. Here, there was a house in the middle of the jungle. There used to live a family in which there was a mother and her 2 children. One of the children's name was Sam and the other's name was Nolan. These people have been living here for a long time because their mother believes that the human world is over. A bad force has destroyed everything, which spread like a virus. And the name of that thing is evil. This evil was a face-changing entity. The one who touches a human, he goes crazy like a human. He loses his control and kills his own people mercilessly. To trap a human so that he is deceived, that entity changes its form and comes in front of that human. That human is then forced to go near it and touch it. And this is how the world is destroyed. But this family was somehow saved because they had made their house in such a way that they can escape from that entity in every way. Now that entity, that evil, could go anywhere, but he can't come to this house so that his life is not in danger. Now, if they had to go out of the house, then a rope would tie itself and come out. The rope was especially tied to the house, so the evil could neither touch the rope, nor could it harm a person tied to the rope. Now, with the help of the ropes, she was surviving in the middle of the jungle. With the help of the rope, she would gotta find food, and there was a greenhouse nearby in which she used to grow fruits and vegetables. But the evil was always around her. The surprising thing was that she was only seen by the children's mother. The children had not seen her yet, but her mother had explained that she can come toward you as an evil animal, and you won't even know that she is an entity. So if you leave the house without a rope, and the evil touches you, then everything will be over. But even after taking so much care, it was very difficult to live. She also had a dog which she used to give very little food, because those poor people had less food, so what would she give him? Now the mother had made some rules which she used to remind her children again and again so that she doesn't make any mistakes. In addition, she used to tell them such stories so that the children understand how dangerous it is outside. She also tells them that your dad was also touched by an evil, because of which I had to kill him. Moreover, this evil has come in front of me many times. After which, these people go to sleep. But the voice of a frog was not letting Mom sleep. When she went to check outside, she realized that there was no frog here, because of which she understands that this is the work of evil. In addition, she also saw that terrible evil which scares her a lot, but ignoring it, she came back inside. From this, we can guess how dangerous this evil is, and how they have to fight death every day. Anyway, the next morning, Mom decides to go to the jungle with her 2 children to find food. Before going, she also prays that our home protects us. After coming to the jungle, she collects what she gets to eat. Here we notice that Sam and Nolan, although they are brothers, but there's a lot of difference between them. Like Sam used to believe all the rules made by his mother, and he also believed them, that they were telling the truth. But Nolan had a little doubt. That's why sometimes he hid and even broke his mother's rules. He wants to know how evil looks like. Is it real or not? And is the outside world really over? And is there any danger there? He asks this question to his mother many times, but she tells him that this is all a trick of the devil. He's putting these things in your mind so that you doubt me, you are suspicious of me, you go and he hunts you. That's why you can't see evil. Nolan saw an egg of a frog. One of them falls down. Now Nolan's rope was not so long that he could go down and pick up the egg. If he wants to do this, then he has to open the rope. He was going to do this, but his brother, Sam, refuses to do this by saying that as soon as the rope opens, Seville will come to you, and Nolan does not open the rope for now. But when he started going from here, then he put his foot on Sam's rope, because he was getting angry at all these things, due to which Sam's rope opened and he falls down. His foot gets stuck in the roots of the tree and gets injured. Because the rope is stuck, Nolan is not able to help him. That's why he whistles and starts calling his mother for help. But we see that here Sam starts feeling a strange fear, and his mother heard the whistle, so she tied the rope and started moving towards him quickly. But after some distance, his rope is over, she can't reach there. That's why now Mom opens the rope and goes down to him quickly, and both of them come up with the children. But then we see an old woman, that Evil, whose tongue was very strange, and she starts moving towards them. But at the right time, Mom tied herself and her children with the rope. Now Evil was only visible to Mom. The children were not able to see her, but seeing their mom nervous, they understand that evil is nearby, after which Mom comes home with them. Mom was very angry with them. She truly wanted to check if my children remember that rule, because if the child doesn't break the rule, it means that evil has taken over them. But after saying both the rules, she was convinced that, thank God, both are fine, but Sam's leg was very injured. Maybe his bone was broken. Now Mom had made a place like a basement in the house where she used to lock her children so that they think about evil. Imagine it that is real and feel fear thinking about it so that they can stay alive, because fear keeps a person alive. Now whenever Mom was sitting outside the house, Evil always used to come to talk to her to trap her. Like today, he comes in the form of her husband to talk, but Mom avoids him. After that incident in the jungle, now Nolan's suspicion had increased that there is nothing here. And he also asks his brother about this, that when your rope was untied, did you feel anything strange? Or did you see anything? Sam says, I don't remember. Nolan says, I remember my brother. I didn't feel anything strange, nor did I see anything like that. So I don't think there is any evil. Maybe it's all our mom's imagination, it's her imagination. Who knows, the outside world is still there, but Sam was not interested in his words because he had faith in his mother. Now Nolan also has a sleeping disorder. That's why his mom tied bells on his feet. Mom told the child that I used to live in the city. When all this didn't start, I was a different person before. But when the whole world ended, then I also changed completely. I didn't come here and now we're trying to stay alive. Mom also had a snake tattoo on her neck. She said that is a weevil in the form of a snake many times. That's why I made this tattoo, so that Evil can't recognize me. Now Nolan tells his mom, it's possible that other people are still alive. How can our house be special? Then his mom replied, son, you should be thankful that you are alive. And don't think too much. This house can only protect us. Now time passed slowly, and they don't have any food. That's why Mom has to force both the kids to eat the leaves and branches of the tree. Although they can't eat it, but they have to eat it. Now one day, Nolan had a bad dream that Evil was pulling me into the well. When he woke up, it was night and he was outside the house, even without a rope, because while walking in sleep he came here and he couldn't find out. But his mom comes out quickly and takes him inside. She asked him questions and started testing him, so that she can check if he's a devil. After which she locked him down so that he feels the fear of evil and his soul becomes completely pure, becomes clean, which was Mom's thought. But after this incident, Nolan is sure that there is no evil. If there was, he wouldn't have killed me that night. He then tells his brother that we have to get out of here, to the outside world, because I believe that the world is still there, and there is no danger there. Mom has gone mad. She won't leave here. But if we stay here, then we will die of hunger. Then Sam asks, but Mom, what about them? Now we can't leave them alone here. When their talks were going on, Mom stands outside and listens to everything, which hurts her a lot. The next morning, she shows the kids her old pictures and camera. With the camera, Mom made a picture of herself and her kids. She did this because she was afraid that my kids might leave me. Then she tells her kids that I am very sorry to say that we have run out of food. So now we have to kill the dog and eat it. We will survive by eating it for a month. After hearing this, Nolan felt bad because he liked that dog a lot. So he started questioning again. His mom says, did you see? This is all that Evil's doing. He is doing this against us so that we can kill all three. But even though she doesn't want to, Mom gets ready with her crossbow to kill the dog. But before that, Nolan, who had a knife in his hand, he says, there is no evil here, listen to me, which he says and cuts his mom's rope and locks them in the greenhouse. But then Evil comes in the form of a woman. He starts moving towards his mom. His mom didn't want to die by his hands because this way he would have killed both the kids. So she takes a piece of glass and cuts his throat. And this way his mom dies. That Nolan has locked his mom inside with, but when he came inside and saw his mom's body, he completely breaks down. He starts crying. Seeing this, Nolan also felt bad. He was regretting that he didn't listen to his mom and made a big mistake. And now he also starts believing with all his heart that yes, there is really evil, and he ties the rope to himself. But Sam's health was getting worse because he was not getting proper treatment. Moreover, the situation was more difficult for him because his mom died. So now he will have to somehow keep himself alive. He was living his life according to the rules made by his mother. But obviously, she was facing a lot of difficulties, like lack of food. One day, when Nolan was looking for food in the jungle, he comes to the road while walking. He called out for help, but he didn't see anyone there. But when he came back home, a man comes behind him. He says that I heard your voice, so I was calling for help. Are you okay? What help do you want? I am a hacker. I was passing by with my son who heard your voice and came here to help you. But Nolan thought that this was the evil who came behind me in the form of a hacker. He wanted to help, but the kids couldn't believe him. Sam comes out of the house with his mom's crossbow, to which he taunts that man, although his condition was not good. But because of his mother, he was very angry at the evil, and he wanted to take revenge on her. On this, the man tries to relax him and explain that, look, I didn't kill your mother. I don't even know about the evil you are taking the name of, nor have I ever seen your mother. I didn't come here to cause any harm. I am leaving. After hearing, Nolan tells Sam, brother, I don't know if he is right. He is a human, not an evil, so don't kill him. But Sam was very eager to take revenge. Where was he going to kill? As soon as the man started going from there, Sam attacks him with a crossbow. The arrow hit his back, due to which the man is badly injured. He ran away to the jungle. Nolan follows him, where that man was not able to breathe, but still he called for help. Nolan comes home with his bag. When he opens the bag, he finds food, some important stuff, and pictures, which made him realize that that man was a human. Now, because he was hungry for a long time, so he gets hungry at night, Sam heard a voice from outside when he came out to check. There was a girl who was saying that I have come to find my dad. My dad told me to stay in the car, but it's night, he didn't come back. Sam was shocked to heart as he was also sad that it took the life of a real human. That's why he tells the girl the truth, that I thought there was a devil. That's why I killed him by mistake. The girl got scared after hearing this. She starts running. Sam also runs after him, but his fear is overpowering him. He starts seeing evils all around him. The scene cuts here and comes to Nolan, who went to the jungle to find his brother, but felt like the evil has taken my brother under its control. When he came home, he found Sam in the same room, but he was missing. He was completely changed. He tries to kill his brother, after which he sets the house on fire. He imprisons Nolan inside the house, where he could see his mother. He goes down and hides, and faces the truth. Because of the fire, the rescuers come to save him, and both of them are taken out of the jungle. Nolan sees that the world is not over. It was all a lie that his mother had told. In fact, she was kept in captivity. The world was still the same. It was inhabited. After this, we see Sam's camera in the same jungle, and his picture. He made this picture when he set the house on fire, where Sam's shoulder had the evil's hand, from which we understand that the evil was there, but only in his family, not in the outside world, and his mother had kept him here by lying to the rest of the world so that he could not go to the outside world, because obviously the evil would have gone with him and he would have destroyed the whole world. But now that the evil has gone out with Sam, so now maybe no one could save the world from being destroyed. And even if what his mother had said was true, that the evil destroyed the whole world, and with this terrible ending, this movie ends here.